So first and foremost, welcome to ZTech University on behalf of the university fraternity, and I'm sure you had orientation, and I'm sure you are taken through quite a number of things as far as the university is concerned. Okay, so
Yes.
mine is just to make sure that you realize your dream. As I always say that a journey is one step at a time. It doesn't matter where you start, but what matters is how you end it. So now you are taking your certificate course. Trust me, when you remain determined, when you remain focused, that certificate can turn to something very, very big. The only thing, being ambitious is good, but as much as you are an ambitious person, you also must put your foot forward to realize whatever you want to achieve. Okay, so thank you very much for choosing this wonderful university. Again, in the midst of a pandemic where the world is full of anxiety, worries, and it's only the bold minds, bold people who can manage to take such kind of opportunity, not to delay. We say that success, you cannot be denied, but it can delay. But again, if God has given you that opportunity to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, just a moment. So I was making a point. Sorry for that interruption. So I was taking you through that just to welcome you to ZTech University. And again, as you told me that I think today was your first class in the morning.
Yes.
Very good. And I hope you had a wonderful interaction with Mr. Kemboi. So thanks to him, now I'm sure you know how to navigate through the portal. So I don't need to take you through that again.
Yes.
Yes, very good. So you see, there are quite a number of tools that you are going. Sorry.
I can't see your video.
Yeah. You will just a minute. There is some hiccups. Yeah, I will just install it once as we proceed, because there's a board we are going to use. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Now, as I was saying that you see. When you are bold enough, you know what you want to achieve in life, you don't need to waste time, and I need to applaud you for that, and even your parents, whoever is behind all this, you need to also be thankful to them for supporting you in one way or another to make this a success to you. So the only thing you can do is to do what is expected of you, attending classes, because for you to get value of your money, you must get whatever you paid for, and that one can only happen when you attend your classes, and again and doing what is expected of you. Yes, so challenges of working from home, huh? Just give me a few minutes. I sort out this, please.
Okay, no problem.
So Agustino, you are there? Hello?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, so I just want to take you through the course outline briefly. I'm sure you had seen it. So remember, each unit has a code and a name, okay? And I believe maybe you have somewhere you are taking notes, eh? So the unit you are taking is the
Yes,
code.
yes.
The code is CHT 106/1. CHT
Yes.
CHT. Remember you are doing CHTM, but the code is CHT 106/1.
Yes.
And next semester will be now the one will become 2. Okay.
Okay.
And then the unit title is French language 1. French language 1. So remember, when you're doing exam, we have got the unit code and the unit name. So that is where it starts. So it is CHT 106/1 as the code, and the unit is the unit name is French language 1. Of course, it is certificate in hospitality and tourism management, where when you progress, God willing, that is now you see next semester you'll be in semester 2, meaning January you will be joining now either tourism management as a diploma level or hospitality management. And remember, you get an exemption of 1 semester, so you'll be joining semester 2. Okay. So
Yes,
that one
sir.
is at your discretion. So you are the one to choose whether you want to pursue hospitality or tourism. So that is upon you to decide, depending on how you want to build your career. Okay. So as I said, there you will see my name is also in that course outline. My name is Mr. Dixon Ouma. My email is also there. So in case of anything, my contact is also there. In case of anything, you can always contact me. And remember, we are in week 3, so sometimes depending on your availability, I may call upon you so that we have some makeup, okay, to cover for the time we have lost. Okay. Remember, we are in week 3, okay. So I will let you know that when that is possible. Of course, it should not clash with the other classes you have, okay. Yes. So when you look at the course outline, we have got the unit description is there, the objectives of the unit. So I don't want to go much about that, but now by the end, just the objective briefly. By the end of this course, of course, I expect you to understand the French sound, the sound of different French letters, nasal sound, and specific French letters, and their effects in pronunciation. Actually, that is what we are going to do today. Basically, the pronunciation of words. So we are going to start with the French alphabets, very, very important. The second objective is to understand the subject pronouns, differentiate the vous and tu, just like maybe just to take you through that. You know, we have got 2 levels of communication in French. We have got the formal and informal. So, you know, in English, we have got the you remains you. But now in French, we have got the vous and tu. So you will understand that very well when it comes to that. Then, of course, you have got to understand the French syllable and articles, auxiliary verbs, descriptive articles, and other gender. So there's a lot we are going to cover, as you are going to see how they are based on the topic and the subtopic. And of course, when you talk about the learning expected learning outcomes, we have got appreciate the use of a French language as a tool of communication, which is very, very important. Of course, use French in both oral and written forms, and of course, understand and pronounce the French letters based on the sound being bearing in mind the nasal vowels. Actually, what makes people think that French is difficult, as you've seen, if at all you got some time to go through, to peruse through what I had posted, you know, the French language letters are the same as in English, but now when it comes to speaking and writing, it's not the same. So a time will come when I will explain to you why that happens, and once you master those basic rules, I think it will just become easy. You know, because I always believe nothing is difficult so long as you are determined and you really know what you want in life. So we'll come to that. So of course, understand and read simple text. Of course, that one I expect you to do today. So I'll be subjecting you, once we learn the French alphabet, then we'll try to practice some words here and there based on some rules I'm going to give you. And by the end of it all, I think you'll just be good to go. Okay. Then finally, on that part, introduce yourself. So when that time comes, we'll see how possible maybe you can try to tell someone your name. You know, the basic things in French. Okay, in this language, the foundation. What I want to tell you, the foundation you build today It's very, very key, and it's going to determine a lot as we move on with this language. Foundation is key in everything. You know, even
Yes. Shida yake wapi hapa? I can't hear you.
Yes, Agustino. Hello. Confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Now. Sorry for that. Now we want to proceed, and
Okay.
let me just set my video. So yeah. Now, kindly confirm you can hear me and you can see me now.
Yes, you know.
Oh, very good. Now, just to take, I was taking you through the course outline, and just briefly to cover for the time that we have lost. Now, I took you through the briefly. Of course, it is a document you have. Just trying to peruse through to see what is important, just to echo. And at the end of it all, you can also go through the same and try to understand it deeper. So the first week we were supposed to talk about the introduction to French, which is very, very key. And for me, that is very, very important because it's going to determine a lot as we continue studying this language. Okay, so there we have got the French language. Then we have reasons why you learn French, French-speaking countries, which I'm not going to dwell much on for now, letters, pronunciation, and of course the French alphabet. So basically for me, the most important thing we are going to do today, above all, is just the French alphabet. Very, very important. Then week 2, we are supposed to do now the French nasal vowels. Now, meaning within the next 2 weeks, gentlemen, you should be in a position to read anything in French. That one I promise you. It doesn't matter whether you understand or not, but I expect you to read anything minus nothing in French. It may seem to be possible, but trust me, by the end of it all, you're going to see how possible is that. And I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible to help you know how are you supposed to read words in French. Of course, by the end of it all today, I expect you even to spell your name, spell my name, spell your mom's name, spell your friend's name in French, of course. And that one is under the French alphabet, remember, okay? Then week 3, we are supposed to talk about the subject pronouns. Of course, the greetings are there. Week 4, we have nouns, gender, articles. Week 5, the verb to be. And of course, there you are supposed to do assignment 1, of course, online. Then we have got nationalities and professions. So how do you say, for example, I am a chef, or I'm a tour guide, or I'm a teacher, or I am a lecturer. So those we are going to do under professions. How do you say I'm a Kenyan? How do you say I'm a French? How do you say I'm a English? How do you say I'm a Swedish? So all those we are going to do under that. So nationalities and profession, of course. Then of course we expect to do CAT. You know, we normally have two assignments and 2 CATs. So CAT 1 is in week 7. Then week 8 we are going to learn the verb to have, avoir, to have, possessive. You can have something, you can have someone, like you say, I have my parents, so possessive, to have. So we are going to see how are you supposed to use that verb in French. Week 9, we have the verb aller, to go. We go to places, of course. We are going to learn the verb to go with preposition of places. Like now you say, I'm going to Nairobi, I'm going to Kenya, I'm going to the park, I'm going to class, etc. So when that time comes, we discover much. So under that week 9 again, you have the assignment 2. So that makes now, remember, assignment 1, I'd mentioned assignment 2. Then week 11 of week 10, of course, we have got the CAT 2, that is sitting CAT. But normally for me, I prefer giving the oral CATs because you know that one also helps you to develop that culture of speaking or wanting to speak the language. So because you know you're in the hospitality industry or tourism industry, whatever you fall, and of course you know that is industry of communication. So for me, I normally put students very hard in a good way for you to speak, to try to speak this language, because a language is a tool used to communicate. Then thereafter we'll be doing revision and also try to maybe go through maybe something you didn't understand. So it is just interaction one-on-one still. You can ask your questions. You can, you know, sometimes if you want, you can also revise on your own, but I'll always be there to take you through whatever you feel you have some challenges. So that is it. So just like I've said, you have your cut, you have what you call the coursework. Coursework has 40 marks. So that comprises of 2 assignments and 2 cuts. And of course, that is 40. And then the exam is out of 60. That makes 100. So meaning that assignments are just as important as any other exam, because they are part and parcel of your end result. So that is very important for you to note that even when assignments are given, you need also to treat them very seriously, because they will always boost your mark. You have got the cuts, 2 cuts. Each cut is 15 is 15 marks. So to a cut, that is 30. So plus the 10, 40. Then the final exam you do out of 60. So basically, that is just a peruse through the course outline. So far, do you have any question?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Very good. Now, so I want to start this class by introducing you to the first topic, which is the alphabet. For me, I have a board in the house, so I'm going to subject you to a normal learning, just like a class setup, and I hope it will be fun by the end of it all. Okay? Yes. So.
Okay.
So just prepare yourself. We have got the French letters, but you can't see the board.
The video.
My video.
Yeah, it has disappeared.
Sorry for that. You know, I went back to the screen, but just a minute. I'm taking you back there. Can you? Okay. Definition. So you can see me now, right?
Yes.
Good. So
Yes, I can see you.
So today we are going to learn the French alphabet, les alphabets. So first, let me ask you, why do you think it is important to learn a language?
The importance too
of learning a language, a foreign language, like now in this case French.
Yeah, to be able to communicate with maybe foreigners.
Exactly.
And, yeah, people from different cultures. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. So you see, language is culture, just like your mother tongue. You know, when someone speaks your mother tongue, it simply means that that person values your culture, because your culture and the language is one and the same thing. You see. So I always encourage students, you should be proud of your identity. You should be proud of the language you speak, because that is your culture. Like you're just expressing your culture, which is very, very important. So a language is a tool used to communicate. So remember, when you interact with people and then you happen to speak their language, it also makes socialization very easy. You know how you will feel when you're in a place, people are speaking a language you don't understand. You know, you feel like you don't belong to that place. So it also facilitates, you know, it makes you socialize, interact with people easily. So we'll come to that later on. But for now, I want to introduce you to this language just by talking about the French alphabets. Now, just like I said at the beginning, that French is made up of letters. Any language is made up of letters. Those letters comes together to form a word. That word is supposed to produce a certain sound. But note that, you know, before you talk about a word comprising of different letters, we have each letter having a sound. So French has got the same letters just like in English. We only add one letter, which I will talk about later, so making them 27. But generally, French has got 26 letters, just like in English. So there are A, up to Z, 26 letters. So you can note them down. Then the most important thing, we are going to work on the sound of each letter. Okay? So français, le 21 mai 2020. Allow me to change the position of my camera so that you see what I'm writing on the board, okay? Yes. Okay. Back camera. Confirm you can see what I've written.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, so this word is read as français. You are going to understand where we are saying français. Then this is le, the date. This is how we write the date in French. So we say le 21, 21. When we do numbers, you'll understand that is semester 2. Le 21 mai, May, we say May. This is is A. You are going to understand that today. Mai 2020. Of course, that is numbers. So the most important thing is that we say this is français. La date c'est le 21 mai 2020. Donc, we talk about l'alphabet. You are going to understand today why are we saying alphabet, not alphabet. You get that? Keep that in mind. Why is it not alphabet? It is alphabet. So we say L apostrophe la, A. This sound already, you know it is A, not A. Alpha, A, A. See, we have got the vowel A, we have got vowel A, we have got the vowel A. Take note of that. So we say alpha, B. T silent. You are going to understand why as we proceed. So we say l'alphabet. Can you repeat l'alphabet?
L'alphabet.
Can you say alphabet?
Alphabet.
L'alphabet.
L'alphabet.
Okay, very good. So the T is silent. I'm going to justify each and everything I say. Okay? So just be careful. The T is silent, and I'm going to justify why is it silent, of course, as we proceed. So I'm sure you've written those letters. So I've said French has got 26 letters. So we have got that letter. $26. I hope you are following, okay?
Yes, I'm following.
Very good. So these letters, what I want you to pay attention to is when I pronounce each letter, try to relate with the sound you already know. Just write any sound that will help you understand that letter. That's how I teach, okay? You know the language you already speak and help you from another language. So when I pronounce each and every letter, just try to write a sound that will help you try to remember how you're supposed to pronounce that letter, okay? Because thereafter, I will put you to test. I will put you to test to pronounce those letters, okay? Including your name. I will tell you to spell your name now in French, not in English, okay? Now, this letter, first let me read all of them, then I will read again, I will repeat again, then the third one, I will now invite you to repeat after me. Then thereafter, I will ask you now to try to go alone, okay?
Yes.
So this letter is, we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I repeat again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Allow me to change the position of the camera. So I want you to look at my lips, how I'm pronouncing those letters from A up to Z. I hope so far so good. Front camera. Agustina, I hope you are getting me.
Yes, I'm getting, but I can't see you.
Oh, now. Yeah, you can't see. Okay, but the letters you saw on the board, right?
I can see you now.
Yes. So now I want you to look at my lips. So again, follow from A to Z. Okay. So the first letter we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, E, not I, it is E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So again, the letters we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I repeat for the last time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I'm inviting you to repeat after me, then thereafter you will go alone. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good. So can you say A?
A.
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 B.
B.
C.
C.
D.
D.
E.
O.
E.
E.
F.
F.
J.
J.
H.
H.
E.
E.
F. I'm taking you back. F.
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 G. J. Sorry. J.
J.
Can you see the board?
Yes, I can see.
Let's start again. So I say this
Okay.
letter. This we say this is.
A.
This is.
B.
Good.
C. D.
D.
U. F.
F. F. Okay. F. So can you say J?
J.
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 H.
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 E.
E.
G.
G.
K.
K.
L.
L.
M.
M.
N.
N.
O.
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 P.
P.
Q.
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 R.
R.
S.
S.
T.
T.
U.
U.
V.
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 W.
W.
X.
X.
Y.
E.
Y. E.
Y.
It is I don't know where you can see. It is E. Y. Can you see what I've written?
Yes.
Y, then Z. Okay. Now
Yes.
let me ask you a question. Why do you think
Yes.
I've surrounded some of those letters?
Why you have rounded off? Like
F, 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 L, M, N, O, S, then Z. Why do you think I've surrounded them?
maybe because they are silent or in a word.
No, not really. I've surrounded them because they have got the same sound as in English. The sound does not change.
Oh,
Because
yes,
in English, you see say F, you can see say L, M, N. In fact, you also S, O, and Z. So the rest, they have a totally different sound, and that is why it is very, very important for you to study the French alphabet. Okay. So just like I've said, so we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So this one you can even make a song. So, you know, after this, you can even perfect your understanding. Even you go to the YouTube channel, you know, you try to, you know, you look for the French alphabet, you listen. The more you listen, the more they sing, and it will make life very, very easy for you. You can even make it a song. Just like you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You may not be in a position to achieve that today, but trust me, with time, it will just come to pass. Okay? So can you try to go through those letters?
Okay, but your video is static.
My video is
static, like it has stopped on one place. I can no longer like continue the video. I can hear your voice, but I can't see you.
You can see me?
I can see you, but it has just like stopped. There is only one picture.
One picture?
Yeah.
It should be that one. I think should be on your end, because for mine is okay. Let me just mine is fine. Maybe it is from your end.
Oh.
You can see me now?
I still can see you, but it's not like moving. It's
yeah,
on place.
Because mine is moving. You know, from my end, it is moving. Like now, you see, I'm pointing the board. You should be seeing the board.
Oh.
Just refresh. Just try to stop the video, then start it again.
Okay, just a moment.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Confirm you are okay now.
Yes, okay. I can see you.
Yeah. So now you can see the board, huh?
Yes, I can see the board.
Yes. So what happens? So like when you are when there's a problem, what you do? Just you can just stop the. You don't need to log out. You just end the video button, eh? Then you click it again. So I'm sure by that it will. Sometimes it might be the net problem. You know. Yes. Yeah. So I was subjecting you to now pronouncing these words. Of course, I know you've written them, but I'm sure you can see, eh?
Yes, I can see.
Yes. So try to pronounce them.
A. B.
A. Then.
C.
Can you start again, kindly?
A.
Start again.
Okay. A. B.
B.
C. D.
Good.
U. F. J.
J. Good.
H.
Good.
E.
Good.
G.
Good.
K.
Good.
L.
Good.
M.
Good.
N. O. P. Q. Q. R. S. T. U. W. W.
W.
W. X.
X. X.
Or X. X. Y.
Y.
Y. And then Z.
Z. Can you repeat once again? One more time.
A. B. C. D. U. F. J. Ash,
Mhm.
E, G, K, L,
Good. Uh-huh.
M, N, O,
Uh-huh.
P, P,
That letter
sorry, P,
P, huh?
Q,
Uh-huh.
R,
Uh-huh.
S,
Uh-huh.
T,
Uh-huh.
U,
Uh-huh.
uh,
X. Uh-huh.
X, W.
Wait, from you. Start from you. Uh-huh.
Okay, U,
Uh-huh.
uh, X,
No. From
U
you, you go to uh-huh.
to V,
V.
or V,
Yeah, V for violet. You see.
yes,
Uh-huh.
W,
Uh-huh.
X,
X.
Y,
Uh-huh.
Y, and then Z,
It is
Y,
Y.
Y,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Y, and then Z.
Z. So those are the
Yes.
French alphabets, the French letters,
Yes.
French. Now, I
So,
want to challenge you. Yeah. You have a
why do they?
question?
Yes. Why do
Uh-huh.
they
Come.
pronounce W as W
Uh-huh.
and Y as Y?
That is the question. Now,
Yes.
double. Now, let me explain. You see, W. This letter we say
Yes.
is letter V, right?
V.
Now,
Yes.
double. That's how we write double in French. Double. V, meaning in French, W produce the sound what? V. And how many V's are in W? 2. So when you break this, it is VV. And that's why it is double. Are you getting me?
Oh, yeah, it's like double.
V. Yeah, double. Like W.
Okay.
You know, in English say W. So it is not you.
Yes.
It is not you. It is now in French, it's not you. It is V. W.
V.
And that is why as we proceed, I'm going to give you meaning that in French, a word in French, we just got W produce the sound what? V. I don't know whether you are a fan of football. You know the former Arsenal coach. I've heard so many people calling him Arsene Wenger. It is wrong. It is not Wenger. It is Wenger.
Wenger.
First of all, it is a French nationality. It's called Arsene Wenger, not Arsene Wenger. You get that? So those are
Yes.
I told you everything is justified in French. You know the reason why this is now W. The sound is V, not W. V, meaning that letter V and letter W produce the same sound as V. But you know, in a word, like now, for example, when you have a name which is like now Wenger, as most people call him Wenger, which is wrong, you cannot say W Enger. You see, you know, when a letter stand on its own, just like we say letter B. But B, when you have letter B plus letter A, the sound is now what? Ba. And that is where we're heading to. I'm going to explain to you how the vowels play a very, very crucial role in the sound a consonant is going to produce. You get that? So that's where we are heading to.
Okay.
So I think I've explained that. Now, the second question you asked, is my memory serves me right, is this. Why is Y is Y? Now, please note this, and we are going to justify this later when it comes to learning of the French letters, the French vowels, sorry. Letter Y, you are going to see that letter Y, you see what I've written here. Letter Y and letter E produce the same sound, and that's why you see the E here, this E, Y. Now you see Y. You know why? When it has the vowel after it, we say just say ya, ye, ye, yo, you. You get that? If it's the first letter in a word, you just like say ba, baby, boo, boo. We say sa, say, si, so we say da, de, di, do. I'm sure when you are in now, they call it grade, I don't know, PP1. You know, when we were growing up, we were taught things like that. Ba, baby, boo, boo, ba, ba, right? So I want you to link that with what you are doing now, and I think it will help you really understand so many things at the same time. So that is why we say Y, but remember, that's just the pronunciation. When, for example, if you have a name that has got this letter, someone tells you his or her name, and you don't know how to write it, then this person, you ask that person, can you spell your name? This letter, this person will pronounce it as what? As Y, Y. But now, in the wordings, when you come to now reading of words, remember letter Y, when it is not the first letter, it will the sound what? E, as you're going to see in example. Just like in a one like society, the last letter is Y, right?
Yes.
Reality, the last letter is Y. Faculty, the last letter is Y. So you see, even in English, that Y is the sound what? E, right?
Yes.
Yes, it can be in the real sense. It's like you're saying I, which is written in form of what? In form of Y. So I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah.
Any other concern?
No.
Good. So I wanted to challenge you to spell for me your name in French now.
My name.
Yes,
Okay.
your name.
My name is long.
Which one? There's a shorter one. You have how many names? Yes. Wambu?
Wambu.
Wambua, yes. Like this, I'm sure.
W.
Good.
A. M.
Good.
B. U. A.
You can clap for yourself, or if there is anyone close to you there, tell them once you are saying they clap for you. You are doing very well. Good. Now, Wambua, you see, now imagine, for example, someone from Congo or from Burkina Faso, from Sao Tome, Principe, any other country, or even a Kenyan who is wondering, Wambua, how do you write Wambua? And then this person happens to be speaking French. Then this person asks you, can you spell your name, please? Spell your name. W-A-M-B-U-A. You're done. Wambua. Wambua. My name. Can you spell my name? Let me write it.
Dixon.
Yes.
Okay. B. E. T. K. S. O. N.
Very good. You have 1 point there already. Dixon. Now, someone say, moi, je m'appelle Dixon. Now, Dixon avec CK, pas avec X. Do you understand what I'm saying? Dixon avec CK, pas avec X. You know, there's people who will think maybe not, my name is written with letter X. In French, X is X. Dixon avec CK, pas avec X. Dixon with CK, not with letter X. You get that? So yes. I'm sure you can spell your mom's name, your dad's name, your sisters, brothers, and those people close to you and your friends. I'm sure you can now spell their names in French. Actually, by the end of this lesson, they should know you. That now you're already speaking a foreign language. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Good. So basically that is that. So I don't know. Just write what I want to dictate kindly. I want to dictate to you some things here. Just allow me to sit down a bit. So I'm sure you have your notebook. So write this.
Yes.
The French alphabet is composed. The French alphabet. The French alphabet.
Yes.
Is made up of or composed with, is made up of the consonants and the vowels, okay? The French letters or alphabet is made up of the consonants and the vowels. You're done?
Yes, yes.
It is therefore the vowels. It is therefore the vowel. It is therefore the vowel or vowels. It is therefore the vowel or the vowels which dictate the sound of a consonant in a word. It is therefore a vowel or vowels which dictate the sound of a consonant in a word. It is therefore the vowel or vowels which dictate the sound of a consonant in a word. Done?
Yes.
Note. In French, we have got simple vowel and compound vowels. In French, there are simple vowels and compound vowels. In French, we have got simple vowels and compound vowels. So let's start with the simple vowels. What are the simple vowels? Les voyelles simples. Simple vowels, okay?
Yes.
Simple vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and Y. I'm sure we were also taught A, E, I, O, U. Do you remember those?
Yes.
At early stages, eh? Yeah,
Yes.
Regardless of the language we speak, I'm sure all of us were taught that. So remember, this letter we pronounce as O, as the alphabet, but now I want you to make it simple. So we say A, E, I, O, but this one in French remains what? U, not U, okay? Change that. A, E, I, O, U, and then this was Y, remember? So in French, letter E and letter Y are what? The same. Get that, okay? Yes. E and Y are the same. So remember, I've said A, E, I, O, U, and Y. These are the French what? The French vowels.
Vowels.
We are together. We call them simple vowels, of course. Good. Simple vowel. Meaning, when we talk about a simple vowel, a vowel standing on its own, they are not combined. So we will see what happens when it comes to the compound vowels. But now we have got A as a vowel, A as a vowel, E as a vowel, O, U, and Y. Okay?
Yes.
Simple vowels. Now, please, I want you to write this. These simple vowels I've mentioned. The only vowel which is silent, when is the final letter in a word? The only vowel which is silent, when it is the final letter in a word, is letter A. Write that in quotes. Is this letter A? Let me write it here. A. You see that?
Yes.
I've said it is the only vowel which is not pronounced, meaning mute or silent, when it is the final letter in what? In a word. It is not pronounced. I hope you've noted that.
When it's the final letter in a word.
In a word. Now, again, note, it is still silent. It is still silent, meaning that when you add another consonant, which I'm going to mention, it is still silent when followed by letter S in a word. Meaning, just to help you understand, when you have a word ending with letter E, as we say A, it is silent. When that word ends with ES, the ES are still silent. So get it. I've not said T, I've not said L, I said letter S. So I've said, just to repeat, huh? If there's something you need me to clarify, I may be fast. So please, you are the one to moderate my speed, because you know it is from your end. I will know whether I'm fast or there's something you missed. Huh? So you just intervene. Sorry.
I was asking.
Yes.
So when a word is ending with both E and S, they are both silent.
They are both silent, exactly. Okay. So meaning the addition of S does not bring any change in terms of pronunciation.
Yes.
You get that?
Yes.
Yes. So I've said letter E is silent when the final letter in a word. S is still silent when you add that word. You add S, it is still silent. I hope that is clear. Yeah, now, so now I want to challenge you now. When is it not silent? So write, when is it not silent? Which letter? Letter E. When is letter E not silent? So write, it is not silent. It is not silent when it has acute accent. It is not silent. It is not silent. Do you see what I've written?
Yes.
It is not silent when it has acute accent. You see what I've added here, there?
Yes.
So this is what I call acute accent. So it is not silent when it's the final letter in a word now. If it is the final letter in a word, then it has this acute accent, then it is pronounced as close letter. We say A. It is not pronounced. It is not silent when it has that acute accent. That is one scenario you should know when letter A is not silent. It is not silent when it has that acute accent, regardless of the position now, whether it is the final letter at the beginning or what, it is not silent. It is pronounced as A. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Good. Again, the second scenario, remember we said that it is silent when followed by letter S. So meaning other consonants it is not silent. So write this again, the second point. Letter A is not silent when followed, it is not silent when followed by, it is not silent when followed by letter T, followed by letter S, it is not silent when followed by letter T, letter Z, okay? Letter T, letter Z. It is not letter R, of course. Mark these letters, T, Z, R. When they come after letter A, then letter A is not silent. Any question there?
No.
Good. I want to bring something else. Please note this again. Note this. Generally, a consonant is only pronounced. Generally, a consonant is only pronounced when there is a vowel after it, or when followed by what? A vowel. Generally, a consonant is only pronounced when followed by a vowel. What does that tell you? In other words, when you have a consonant as the final letter in a word, or a group of consonants without a vowel after them, then those consonants are not pronounced. They are what? Silent. You got that?
Yes.
So a consonant is pronounced when there's a vowel after it. So meaning that when you have a word, for example, ending with letter T, do you pronounce letter T?
No.
You don't. But if it ends with E, do you pronounce T?
Yes, yes.
Very good. So I'm subjecting you to examples, a number of examples. Just try to put together what I've said. Then I want us to try to read these words now in French. The first one, let me just write it. Now, how do you read this one?
Advocate.
And this?
Advocate. Advocatee.
Go back to your notes. The last statement you just written.
Advocate.
Which one? Which one is advocate?
The second one.
You said it's a?
Advocate.
And this?
Avoca.
Very good, very good. So just the accent kidogo. This is avoca, T silent. This is avocat.
Yes.
Avocat, but avoca. So when someone now asks you from where you are, when someone now asks you why is it not avocat, here you're saying avoca, but here you're saying avocat. What will be your explanation? That's what I call understanding.
Okay, this one is avocat because it's ending with an E.
Is that which one?
The second one.
Is
second one is avocat, avocatee. Because it's ending with
it is avocat because there's a vowel after letter T, so the T is pronounced, okay?
Yes.
But here there's no, so the T is silent because the final letter, even if you add letter S, is still what? Avocat. You get that?
Yes.
This one again, even if you add letter S, is still what? Avocat. Are we together there?
Yes.
Another one. Running out of ink. Let me try another pen, kindly. Okay. How do you read this?
For me.
Huh?
For me.
Are you supposed to pronounce that?
It's poem.
Good, it is poem. Remember, it is poem.
Yes.
This?
Still poem.
Still poem. I want that to stick. I want that to stick. Poem, poem.
Poem.
This?
Banana.
Very good. Very, very good. Banana. Not banana, it is banana. This letter R. Okay?
Yes.
How do you read
it? Paris.
Very good. Wambua, you are doing very well. Trust me. I told you by the end of this lesson, you should be in a position to read some words. Now you see it is coming, eh? It is coming. Yes. Avocat, poem, banana, Paris. So if you hear someone saying Paris, it is wrong. It is Paris. It is Paris. Why is S silent? Because it's the final letter. There's no vowel after it. So the S is silent. So then we say what? We say Paris. Okay?
Paris.
We say Paris. Yes. Okay? Very good.
Yes.
How do you read this word?
Which one?
This, can you see?
That's B.
Yes, exactly.
It's it's B.
Huh?
Babe. Yeah, babe.
What did I say about this? Remember? When it's letter A not silent.
Oh yeah, when it has a cute accent. So it's babe. Yeah, it's babe. Babe.
No,
Bebe.
no. Bebe. Yes. That is how you say that in French. Bebe. Are you getting me? It is bebe.
Yes,
How do you this? So how do you this?
Sociality. Society.
Society.
T.
Is it E or A? This letter is E or letter A?
It's letter E.
E or A. Get that right. We have got E. We have got A. You see that? We have got E. We have got A. So which is which?
Oh, it's A. It's A. Social.
So how?
Society.
Societe. Societe. Another one. Another one. Allow me to grab this one. Another one. Let me try another word. The word is this. This.
Ralita.
Huh?
Ralita.
Li.
Ta.
Is this A?
Yes.
No. I want you to understand the vowels. This is A. This is A. This is E. This is A. Get it? A, Re, A, I, Li, E, Te. Are you following?
Yes.
Realite. A. Remember we said A, E, O, U, A. So these letters, the vowel, remember I told you the vowel is usually dictate the sound of a consonant. Re, A, because it's A. A, Re, A, Li, I. Te, you see, A. Because it has a cute accent. So we say realite. This.
Universita.
I want you to work on something. The vowels. Vowels. The sound of each vowel.
I can't see. Universita.
Here and here. This is A, not A. This is also A, not A. So how do you read that word?
Université.
Very good. I want you to get that rule. I don't know whether you're understanding how I'm reasoning.
Yes.
Here, it is A, reality. This is university. When letter R, I want you to note that when letter R appear between two letters, then the sound must come out clearly in French. So we say université, université, university, université. Okay?
Université.
V, not va, because it's letter A, not R. Okay? We have.
Okay.
This.
Faculté.
Almost there. This letter.
Faculté.
Exactly. Faculty. I hope you got something out of that. The vowel.
Yes.
Remember I told you the vowels. Vowels play a very a very key role when it comes to reading of what? Of words. Okay? So that is as far as the simple vowels are concerned. So I want you to try to read for me this, the statement I've written on the board. The first one. Confirm you can see clearly.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, read the first one kindly.
Paul.
This is just the name, it does not change.
So like I read the whole sentence.
Yes.
Paul Parus.
Paul? Good. Paul, can you take it again?
Paul Parus.
Paul
Parus.
Read for me this word. This one.
Paul.
Good. So can you take it?
Paul Parus.
Exactly. Paul parle russe. Second one.
Monpar. Monpar.
No. Read this alone.
Mon.
Are you pronouncing letter N?
It's more.
It is more.
Mopar.
This letter A.
Mopir.
Mon père.
Arrive. Arrive.
Which letter is this in French? How do you pronounce this letter? E. This.
E.
Arrive. So how do you arrive? Good. It will come with time, Yes. Mon père. The first one was Paul. Paul parle russe. Mon père arrive. The last one.
The parts Kamba.
This is TU.
Oh, to T-parts Kamba.
Tu.
T-parts.
What did I say about ES? You remember?
They're both silent. Yeah, they're both silent when they're together.
So how do you read it?
Pal.
So can you read the statement?
I can't see the first one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there. T parle Kamba.
Tu parles Kamba. So you're going to understand as you proceed. Tu is you. The verb parler. This verb, you remember I told you these words. You see the three are pronounced the same because of this accent, because of R, because of Z. These ones are pronounced the same. So it is parler, parler, parler. But if you have now, these two are also pronounced the same. The ES and E. We say parle, we say parle. You get that?
Yes.
Yeah, so please just go through your notes with time. They will just come to pass. So basically, that is as far as the simple vowels are concerned. Unless you have a question, you can ask. Any question?
No question.
Okay, so I want to wind up with the compound vowels because I don't want to give you so much today. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to wind up with the compound vowels. So I want you to tap the you see the icon. There is an icon where the charts. Do you know where you're supposed to chat?
Okay. I tried clicking at it, but it's not working.
Yeah, just you see that icon on it is on your top. It should be your top left, right?
Which one?
There's the chat. There is okay. Just the screen as it is where we are. There is there is an icon. Then there is introduction. Can you see that? Before the introduction, there's an icon on top.
Yes. Yes.
Click it. Click it.
Yes.
I'm going to send you a message.
Okay.
Can you read what I've sent?
J. Nepal Kikuyu.
Very good. Now, that is how you chat. So, for example, maybe you are not getting me, and maybe me, I'm assuming maybe like I was on the board. So that is where now you can send me a message. You see, you can send a message. Now, I want you to now click my name. Just on that chat. So you see on top there is public chat. Then after public chat, what do you see? Once you click the icon. Unmute your mic. Yeah, I was saying.
Yes.
You see public chat. Under public chat, can you see shared notes?
Under public chat.
Can you see shared notes? Can you see that?
No.
You're using a laptop or?
No, a phone.
No, you should see. Under okay. Just go back. I'm sure you are still under the where I sent you a message, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just click that icon again to take you back. Just click again the icon, the same icon you click to take you to the public chat. Now you're on the screen.
Yeah, I'm on the screen now.
Click that icon again.
Okay.
What are you seeing now? Can you just read everything you are seeing?
Public chats, shared notes, and then
exactly. Now shared notes, I will come to that. But now click my name.
Okay.
What are you seeing?
Yes. Start a private chat, mute user.
Exactly. Now you see, just like now you can mute because I've made you a moderator, but in the real sense, I'm the one who is supposed to mute. Like now, if you are many in class and maybe you want to ask something and you don't want to use the public chat, you just click the name. Then there, the chat the message you are sending, I'm the only one who's going to see it. I hope now you are getting it.
Yes, I've gotten it.
Yeah. So that's the part now is very important, because again, when maybe you want to ask a question and maybe the lecturer has muted you, so you can still communicate through the public chat by asking a question there. So those are the applications you're supposed to take advantage of, just to keep the class going. Because imagine if you are so many in class, then the lecturer is allowing everyone to communicate. There are people who are not disciplined. There will be a lot of chaos as class goes on, you see.
Yes.
So that is why that application is there. So public chat, we can discuss there. It is part of that. Apart from the chat, I will also, with time, I will also create. There's also an option of creating a chat where now it is a discussion. We can now deliberate. That's also another application altogether. But now this one, you see, it is recorded, just like it goes hand in hand with now the live session, meaning that is a real time. So that is an application. So remember, you can. I know. I hope you remember how I took you through that. So anytime you want to go back, you see, if you click, for example, a phone, if you click that button below on the phone, it will end the session. You will have to log in again, you see. But now, to avoid that, you simply click the icon. You keep on clicking that icon to take you back to the screen where now you can see my camera, because I'm sure if you click that icon, you cannot see my camera now. Cindy, you cannot see. Yes, that's what happens. So anytime you want to go to the screen, you just click that icon. Anytime now shared notes. That is where I just want to introduce you to this. Then we'll pick it from there next time.
Yes.
Kindly. So I want you to check what I'm writing. So just click share notes. You are going to see what I'm writing on the board.
Yes.
And anytime, just click the icon to go back. That's how it is. So now we want to talk about the compound. Have you seen what I've written?
Yes. Compound vowels.
Compound vowels. So this is where, instead, in case I don't want to use the whiteboard I have in the house, which I was using, so I can still engage you here. You see, just like using the board, but now here you see I'm typing.
Yes.
So can you read what I've written?
Compound vowels. These are two or more vowels coming together. You produce one single sound.
Sorry for that. Should be two. To produce.
To produce one single sound, just like the simple vowels we have learned earlier in the session.
Yes, in this session. Now you see. Let me just introduce it. Then we'll pick it from there next time. Okay.
Okay.
So when we talk about just like we talk about simple words, so we also have more than one word. Like they're just the letters A, A, E, O, U. Now you see, instead of saying letter A, maybe you have letter A and letter E. Which sound will they produce? So that is, I just want to stop there. So please try just to go through those notes, and I'm also on WhatsApp. You have my number, save it in case of anything at any time. You just, in case I have time, I will just respond to you. So because we should not just dwell on the session we have in class, we can do much more as we move along. Just like I told you that we are behind, and we'll see how possible we can recover for the time lost, so that we don't, our language also, I don't want to give you a lot of quantity. Me, I prefer quality, the small bit, but it sings. Okay, when
Yes.
you absorb too much and then you are getting nothing, I think the objective is not achieved. Okay.
Yes.
For me, I would not like to see that happening. So thank you so much for today. We'll see how best we can make this class even more lively. And I'm sure in our first introduction, you've learned something.
Yes, I have learned something, and it's been a good class.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we are looking forward to even making it much better, more lively. And that is how I teach. Now you see, the only normally students, I realize some people, they think online learning you can't get it. For me, I make it just the real life, the real class situation, as you've seen. Yeah, so you
Yes.
can ask a question, you can revisit, you can repeat. It is fun. It is fun, and
Yes.
and thank you so much for your time and your understanding. In fact, I had an assumption that like I've been logging in. I don't assume. It's only that today I was reluctant. I was doing something also on the same portal, and if you are keen enough, you could have seen me logged in. And I realized that when you meet someone for the first time, maybe I don't know whether you had you had gotten my contact. So I thought the only way, the portal is made in a way that when you are sent a message, you see it immediately, especially when you're online. It comes immediately. Okay. Yeah, so the
Yes.
portal has a lot of so many tools that we are going to export. Like I told you, there's also the live chat, but basically sometimes I may also invite you to have Zoom. If you have a smartphone, and you have the space, you can even download Zoom. So we are going to exploit every mechanism we have just to make this class very, very interesting, and by the end of it, I'm sure you'll have something to celebrate. Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much also for your time. So you have a lovely afternoon. Please just not just French, just navigate through. That's how we learn. The more you interact with the portal, you get to know so many things there. There are so many functionalities that you are going to discover. So I'll be taking you through. Again, I know you have other lecturers, Mr. Kemboy, are taking you through. So that is how we complement, and I believe by the end of it all shall be well. And after this pandemic, I'm sure God will give us that opportunity to meet face to face. I mean, and now even interact more. Okay. Yes, this one for me, I also call it face to face learning, but in a different. It's in a higher level. Technology has given us opportunity to do so many things. If only the young people could have embraced it to do things which add value in their life. And for me, I always also like advising young people. I always say that in life I've seen so many things. When God gives you opportunity and you waste it, regrets are always in the past, never in the future, never in the present. Whatever you regret now is something that you ought to have done when you had that opportunity to do it. So just like I told you that God has given you opportunity to learn when most people are thinking that is not possible to study, right? Yeah, so the only reward you can give is by doing everything possible to get the maximum from it. And even the only way you can also be appreciative to those people who are supporting you is by doing what is expected of you. So again, I always say that we are young people are the future of this are the future of the generation to come. And even say mom and dad are investing in you. One day things change. One day you will have to maybe now to take, it's your time now to support them in one way or another. And that one can only happen if you really dedicate yourself. You be a good student. You also take care of yourself to avoid negative people who will want you to indulge in bad things. So that those are people who cannot take you anywhere. So for me, I always like advising young people, take care of yourself. When God gives you opportunity, please, there are things which can wait. There are things which they just have to wait. Yes, so that is very, very important. So me, I want to end it there. Just take care of yourself. Corona is real. Some people are still doubting Corona is real, and the only thing we can do is just to avoid doing things which can expose us to danger. Okay, so may God bless you. May God bless your families and your loved ones. And it was pleasure meeting you for our first session, and I'm looking forward to having more sessions, live sessions. I'll be posting notes. I'll be preparing notes in advance, or just after the lesson, I will be posting notes. I will keep you updated. And anytime I post those notes, I'm sure you will be getting a notification. Or you just visit the portal frequently so that you know anything new, not only French but also other units. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So anything you want to add as we wind up?
No, I'm good. I want to just thank you for the session.
Oh, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful afternoon. I see it is lunchtime. I'm sure you've not taken your lunch. So in French we say bon appetit. Bon appetit. We'll be doing greetings. Bon appetit, appetite, appetit. Bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bon appetit.
Okay. Merci. So see you next time. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you. So I'll be ending this session and then I'll be marking the register. Okay.
You are currently the only person in this conference.